guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do something kind of totally different. I am in my new kitchen, which is a rare occurrence for me. There are very few things that I know how to make, but I love the things I do know how to make, so I thought I would share them with you because they are super simple and super easy, as those are the only recipes I can handle. Today I am going to show you how to make sushi, which is definitely probably my favorite food of all time. The great thing about this is if you don't like what I'm putting into my roll, you can put whatever you want into your roll. The big main thing to do with the sushi is get the rice correct. But yeah, if you want to learn how I make sushi, just keep watching. Starting out with our ingredients here, you're going to need a couple of things to make this happen. You're going to need some kosher salt. I don't know if it matters that it's kosher. Then you're gonna need some sugar, cream cheese, avocados are always a must for my kind of roll that I like to make. Rice vinegar, gonna need some stuffing. I'm gonna use crab. I got this from our local market. Some sushi paper, you can get this at any grocery store, and sushi rice. This is very important. You need short grain rice. That's what's gonna help make it sticky rice and make it sushi rice, and that is basically all the ingredients that you need. Gonna measure out about 3 cups of rice. I didn't really know how much I was gonna need, so I just thought the more the better, so I went with 3. First thing you're gonna need to do is rinse your rice. Now, you can do this as many times as you want to do it. I would suggest doing it probably about 3 times. See how murky and cloudy the water is getting? You don't want it to look like that. You're gonna want your water to be clear-ish at least. So I would just keep rinsing it until you've got clear-ish water going on. I think I rinsed this about 6 or 7 times. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 cups of water to the pot that I'm gonna be cooking the rice in. For every cup of rice, you're gonna need 1 cup of water. And then I am combining them all together like so. Just gonna give that a little stir to make sure that nothing sticks to the bottom of the pot. Then we are gonna bring that to a boil and just give it time to boil. While that's getting going, I'm gonna get my side fixins going on. I'm gonna start out with my cream cheese. I'm just cutting this into about maybe like 3/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch strips. I'm gonna quarter the avocados and then I'm going to slice them into little strips. You wanna make sure you're not pushing down too hard. Avocados are super, super delicate and you could totally slice right through the avocado peel to your hand if you're pushing too hard and using too much pressure. Once again, I'm slicing these in about 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch strips. Now that our water is boiling, we are gonna drop that down to a simmer and we are gonna cover it and let that sit for about 13 to 15 minutes. I like to check it after 13 and just kind of guesstimate how long it needs. While that's cooking, I am going to combine all of our ingredients, which is sugar, kosher salt, and rice wine vinegar. I'm gonna mix these all into a bowl and I will go ahead and leave my exact recipe for this in the description box down below. Obviously, you can totally alter it for how many cups of rice that you're using. Now that I've mixed that together, I'm gonna pop that in the microwave for about 45 seconds. Now that our rice is nice and cooked, I'm gonna just take that and move it to a cool burner and let that sit for about 5 more minutes. Now that it's done kind of cooling off, I'm gonna mix in that mixture of rice wine vinegar, sugar, and salt. You wanna make sure you mix this around pretty thoroughly so everything gets coated. This is what helps make the rice a little bit sweeter and also turns it into kind of sticky sushi rice. Now for rolling, we're gonna go ahead and take our rolling paper, if you will. It's got a rough side and a kind of smoother side, and you're always gonna wanna roll it on the rough side. So I'm putting that face up. This gets pretty messy, so I'm gonna take off my jewelry. I would definitely suggest you do the same. Then I'm going to put my rice down. I'm gonna spread this out evenly. I'm kind of aiming for no more than a 1/2 inch layer of rice thickness wise. And as far as how much you need to put on the sushi paper, it depends on how many fillings you're putting in. I'm not putting in a ton, so I'm not gonna put a ton of rice in. I don't wanna cover the paper. And then I'm just laying down a little layer of crab, a little layer of cream cheese, and a little layer of avocado. Keeping this kind of more towards the base of the roll, the side closest to me. And then I'm gonna very carefully roll it up. I'm gonna kind of hold everything with my hands and then just roll it over, give it a nice little squeeze right there, and then continue to roll it. And while I let these cool down, I like to have it sitting on that seam of the roll, and that'll really help just kind of have everything fused together in the end. And we're gonna set that aside and continue doing this until you run out of toppings, basically. The bamboo mat that I'm using to roll this, I think I got it for maybe like $1 or $2 at World Market. You can find them everywhere. They're super inexpensive, but it does make a huge difference just helping you get that initial roll in with the sushi, so I love using this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut everything into about 1/2 inch little sushi pieces. This is a slow process. You're gonna wanna not put too much pressure on your knife, because if you do that, your toppings or stuffing is gonna kind of splurt out all over the place. Definitely don't want that to happen. So just be patient. I like to use a knife that has a little bit of texture on it. That way it kind of rips into that sushi paper more easily. And that is it, you guys. That is how I make my sushi. Isn't it beautiful? I love it so much. It tastes amazing. That is it, you guys. That is how I make my homemade sushi. Obviously, like I said, if you aren't a fan of stuff that is in here, you can add literally anything that you want inside of your roll. This is just exactly how I like it, so this is how I make it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video or want to see more cooking videos from me, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and I will try my hardest to learn some new recipes for us. If you're not already and you want to be, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Wednesday and I would love to have you there. Let me know how you guys feel about sushi. Do you guys like sushi? I know it's kind of like a love or hate situation. If you're not into fish, you can always put in chicken or literally anything, steak, anything you can eat, you can put into sushi. It's all good. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I had a lot of fun making this video for you and I hope you have a good one. Bye guys. Huh?
Be upset if I come kiss you in the middle of your video?
No, you can come kiss me.
Because you look very cute.
Oh.